Hey everyone, Quincy here. I am the creator of the Chrome extension called QuickFinds-Extension. And what the extension does is by pulling Amazon data and display inside the store you're doing product research on so that you have the data in your hand and make a buying decision quickly while you actually at the store. Now, when it comes to data, if you're doing online sourcing, doing online arbitrage, we have the right tool. We can access a lot of data for each product that come our way. But sometimes we don't want be overwhelmed by so much data. So let's take a look at it. For one example, for this particular one, if we're using a tool called Ref Seller, you can see there's so many data being presented to us. And usually we also have subscription with the KeyBuy itself. And you can see on the screen, there's so many numbers, so many data points that we can have access to, we can potentially consider when we're making a decision whether to buy a product to resell on Amazon. Now, when it comes to doing product research, finding the profitable item, the most promising item, the winning product, we want to, based on the data, we want to make the best educated decision. However, we also realize we don't want to take much time to analyze all the data, right? So the point is for enable for us to go through a lot of product that might have the potential. We need to narrow down to a essential set of the data so we can evaluate for every product that we find. So we do it in second. So that would be the ideal cases that will allow us to examine many products within the time that we have. So what are the essential data as an online seller we need to consider for every product that we check? So I developed the acronym M.A.P.S, MAPS. So we use MAPS data, which include all the essential Amazon data to aid sellers, myself included, to make buying decision very quickly. So what is MAPS? So MAPS spelled as M-A-P-S, matchability, availability, profitability, and sellability. In this video, we'll be focusing on matchability. So what is the matchability? So when we find an item in the store, the first question we need to answer is, does Amazon has the exact same item? And to do that, we need to look at different data. And those data belong to, and it's what the extension is going to provide you. And so let's look at the data box that the extension provide for a particular product. I have a screenshots, as you can see. This is the full display of all the data the extension provide you. At first glance, you might see, whoa, there's a lot of numbers there. Okay, so I promise you, once you know what they are, and as a part of the MAPS data, over time you become very familiar with them, and everything will happen so fast in your brain that you will analyze the data, analyze the item very quickly in seconds. But for now, because I want to explain what MAP is to you, so we take some time to go through the detail. Okay, so you can see the two pink boxes. So they contain the data has to do with matchability. So look at the big box. So what's in it? So you can see the Amazon image, Amazon title. You can see the ASIN UPC brand manufacturers. And in the smaller pink box below, you can see the category. Those are the essential matchability data you want to go through for each product. If you mouse over the Amazon image, there's a pop-up showing the enlarged version of the picture. So you can visually see the two images, the Amazon image and the store image, because you're at the store right at that moment, right? So visually you can check they match. And then you can compare the title, making sure they are matched. So UPC is helpful because the extension right now actually using the UPC and try to find the item that has the same UPC. And so, and then we'll look at the brand and manufacturers. Those are important too. They make sure the brand and manufacturers are correct. For example, the brand, you cannot be something like generic as the brand. Amazon is not happy to see that. So we want it to be correct. And then we want the item to be in the correct category. Sometimes when people try to get around restriction, if say they're not approved to sell shoes in this particular clothing, shoes, and jewelry category, they would try to list it in a category, maybe toy or home improvement or whatever. They try to get around it, and but we don't want that because Amazon will not be happy when they see something like that. So in short, the two boxes show and contain the data related to matchability of this particular item. You go through them each time. When you see them, your eyes will glance across looking for the right data. It will happen probably less than a second. You already know whether everything is correct in the right place. Okay, so this is a screenshot. Now let's take a look at the real example. And we use a Walgreen and not showing shoes, but use it as an example to look at the matchability data in the real example. So right here we see the store image, the store title, and over here inside the data box we see the Amazon image. The pop-up will allow you to see it better. So we do the visual comparison. They look the same, and then we look at the title, same brand, and then you mouse over the Amazon title will allow you to see the full title, and we do the comparison. They look match. And then we look at the UPC. Yeah, we use the UPC to find the exact match on Amazon. And because this is the item has no variation, so that means there's only one. So we can see that right now that they're matching. So then we move on to check the brand and the manufacturers. I haven't never sold this item before, so I can see the brand is Vita Fusion. Well, obviously it's correct, but the manufacturer looks a little different. And I just, for the demo, I kind of look it up and looks like this is the correct manufacturers. Now, and then the below, because it's a gummy vitamin, so it belongs to health and household, which is also correct. So you can see quickly, you identify the matchability related to this item. uh, it's complete. We know it's that's good. So we will move on to look at the rest of the maps, which is A.P.S, right? So in the next video, I will be looking at the second element of the maps data, which is availability. Now, for if you have any question regarding matchability, if you have any question, feel free to reach out to me. I will be able to help you. Meanwhile, and continue to source good product. And until next time, bye bye.